If you are watching this video, thank you so much for taking your time into understanding this whole system. So this system is all about where you scrape the most trending Reddit posts and create content from the latest trending topics that are trending in the industry. So for that, I have made a very simple mirror board where I'll be showing you the whole procedure, and after that I'll be demonstrating the whole tutorial in front of you before building the whole system with you and telling you which all of these modules are what these modules in it are specifically designed to do what in that particular system. So at first, this is about scraping the Reddit post where you visit how you have a particular Reddit page which you are following for a very long time, or you follow a couple of them. So you filter out the hot topics in that discussion, in the subreddits discussion community. You read all of those comments, then you filter out, you understand what ideas that you need to create from that, which is latest trending in the industry. So instead of you doing it, it filter out the hot topics for you. It stores their ideas in the Google Sheets. Then it watches any changes in that particular Google Sheet. And after putting like a basic drop down menu, if you press enter, which is a very basic dynamic system, it creates contents for you on Instagram, for Facebook, for X. It also creates you like a small YouTube script if in case you guys create short videos, and also LinkedIn content. And it updates it in the Google Sheet so that you can view and make any kinds of changes. So just to be very clear with this, I can build a system where you can directly upload that content on your social media, but I highly recommend that you have a particular person sitting behind the camera just to understand that is the post right, or is there any changes that need to make, because your brand is your reputation and you know it better than me. So and before this, I'll be just giving you a very basic demonstration of how this particular system works. So just to get clear with this. So this is Apify. It is a junk, it is a platform where a couple of scrapers or a lot of scrapers are present on a particular platform where you can just pick a single one of them, whichever task you are looking to do. So for example, I click here as I go to store. What our task is, we want to scrape Reddit. So we'll just choose Reddit scraper light. So what it does, you are paying it for the result, whichever results you pay like $4 for 1,000 results, which is very cheap. You crawl the post, you get the community results. So I have already put in the input in it so that you don't need to, and it is specifically tailored towards the AI community. So feel free to make any kinds of changes if you are looking to do it with your marketing or sales, or it is specifically looking for some particular personal topic that you're going to talk about, which is related to your brand message. So we are just going to skip all of the comments. We are just going to skip all of the user posts. We are going to skip any kinds of other stuff. We will just start the scraper. As you can see, the run has already started. So yes, so congrats. The posts are getting scraped, which is great because sometimes you get some kinds of results where it shows you that it has scraped, but the server has some kind of problem in the backend and isn't able to show you the results on this platform. But overall, this is a very good, overall, you will have a very great experience using this particular platform, because this is what we do with our clients as well. What is this? This is image. So this is something about Trump. This is something about thumbnail design, images. I'm a product designer, developer. This is a variation of scenarios. So there are a couple of them. So as of now, we are getting like 11 results, which is enough to show you what the system is about. So what we can do is you go here in the storage, you can see this dataset ID. You copy the dataset ID into this blueprints. I'll be giving you both of the blueprints, so you don't need to worry about that, along with the prompts which are already present in it. So you select the module as get dataset items, which you can specifically get like in the API module, which is the get dataset items. So in it, you need to just make a basic connection so that it gets connected to your platform. So how you can actually do it? So you go on the platform, you go in your settings, you go in API integration, you make a API key, and from there you come back to the platform and you put in your API key and your connection is being sorted. So let's just quickly put in the dataset ID. So this is the dataset ID. We want 100. We can don't need to make any kind of offset. So what our offset is? So if it has already sorted or run based on the 10 present datas, it will just ignore those previous datas and it will run on new data. But as of now, as we are not, I have not run any kind of data in front of you. So it is better to show you it from the complete scratch. So what this both modules do is like this is a very basic filter API module. So again for OpenAI, you just need to get an API key from the OpenAI. So I won't be showing you my keys, but you can from here like you can get the API key. You just put in the API key. Uh, these are the prompts that are already available. You don't need to worry about writing new prompts, which you can totally can if you want. So we are creating content that enlists new and exciting developments in AI. You can make these kinds of changes whichever you want. Then this is filtering the data. This is going in the JSON response format. So this is just to quickly clarify that we are not utilizing every single post because not every single post is relevant towards what you are looking for. So most of the times the people are just in like engagement farming, so it which is not really useful for you guys. And I believe whichever post has any kind of images, which is again still irrelevant to what you are looking for. So what I've done is like I put in a condition which is a relevant status, which has already been prompted in this section. It is taking some time. Yes. So what I do is I put in like a return your output in a JSON form and give a relevance of true or false. So you tell him to just give out two particular responses, nothing more than that. Then the result should be true so that if the post is not relevant for you, it just didn't categorizes it and it doesn't get stored in the Google Sheets. If the body has any kind of images, it will not put in those posts in the section. Yes. And this is the Google Sheets module. Again, you can just need to create a basic connection of you integrating your emails. So what this section has sometimes is like if you're using your work IDs, you won't face any kinds of problems. But if you're using your personal email ID, you need to create a special or two connection, which helps make.com analyze that you are comfortable with sharing your email information and sending automations through your emails, or or even having access towards your Google Sheets so that the particular person who is using this won't be having any kinds of problems with the platform using your data. So what I have done here is I have selected the sheets ID as popular Reddit topics. This is which is this sheet. You put in the title and the body so that you just get a rough idea of what it is. So let's just run it in front of you. So it is categorizing the data. Hmm. So as we can see, none of them had any kinds of images. So let me just quick check it in front of you. So whole idea is just to give or be very transparent with you guys so that whenever if we have a potential chances of working with you, we'll just demonstrate on how these systems work in the real time. So relevance is false, wrong token ideas. Mhm. So the relevance is false. Again, well, let's just see for this. The relevance is again false. The relevance is again false. The relevance is true, but did head have any kind of images? So let's just see. The relevance was never true. Mhm. Let's just run it once again. Result relevance false. Mhm. Oh, so here we were putting in like the JSON object. So I'm sure we need to pass the JSON object. So let's just run it once again to, so now you can see you're getting one of these results. So what happens is sometimes these systems get automatically reorganized. So you need to correct them if there is any kind of problem. That is the reason I'm recording this video to keep complete transparency on how these systems work. So we just got three topics which are being stored in here. So let's just quickly correct the formatting. Make.com has a system where it catches the fonts on the previous ones depending upon how the system, how your sheets are storing these formats. Mm, this- As you can see, sometimes these generate triggers. Yeah, drop downs. You just need to reset them so that they don't create any kind of problems for you. Yeah, we are all set again. Okay. So as you can see, you have got the trending topics in it, which is again is like idea. You get the body, what this source was talking about. So you can see there is none of these images in it, which we were trying to aim for. So Trump must discuss AI. Yes, Chinese AI company. So we are getting all of these ideas. The Titans learning to memorize at test time. Google Research PDF, thumbnail default. So you can see that what we were applying from these things was we were just telling the system to categorize it from the images. So sometimes people use some other formats, so which you can just categorize it accordingly. So you don't need to filter it out every single time. If it has any kinds of image links, it will automatically get filtered out, and you don't need to worry about that. So a novel emergence, you get three of these ideas. So this is being completed as of now. Now this is the second system. As you can see, this is a very big flow where this is responsible for creating all of your social media content. So let's just quickly run down on what this system does for you. So this is a Google Sheets module where you watch any kind of particular changes that is happening. I have created a basic filter here as well that whenever you put in the enter value, like for example, there is like this enter value. If you put it this system will automatically get triggered, and from there, you will update a row, you will get a range value. So this is a new format that I found online. A shout out to the person who is finding these new techniques in this community. I really appreciate people sharing new methods because every single time when we were creating content for our clients, so we need to manually change the prompts. So from here, you can just change the prompts in these sheets directly from the sheets. You don't need to go here and there and make changes in the AI module. You just directly need to come here and make relevant changes. So these prompts are being made for you already. You don't need to worry about that. Mhm. Yes. So you get the prompts from here, then you create Twitter posts, then you update that row and you sleep for a while so that there is no problem when every platform is creating different contents, and any if there is any problems in it, I have specifically attached the break module. So for example, if the prompt is not being catched by the system, it will re again 3 times, so that if there is any problem, it will just automatically uh, retry 3 times so that the system, it makes sure that it is running properly. Same is done for the API module. So the exact same system is being applied for the LinkedIn post. The same filtering has been done here. You have done the same filtering for Instagram posts, where I'm updating a row. I get all of the range values. I create Instagram posts. The prompt has already been there in it, so you don't need to worry about that. It updates the rows. It has the break modules. It updates the row once again. It creates YouTube scripts for you. Sorry. Uh, it breaks the it helps you rerun the situation every 3 times so that you don't need to worry about its proper execution. It updates the row once again. It creates Facebook posts for you. So the whole of this section is about creating content based on the idea that is being stored in this section, and it has prompts here, and you go again once here. So for example, this is the idea. So let me just run this scenario in front of you, and we will be once together understanding how the system works, and you'll be getting the result in front of your eyes. So let's just wait for any kind of new data. So I'm putting in enter, and let's just go back. So we can see that the system is being triggered. It is making content right now. It is generating. So the export is being generated. The LinkedIn post has been generated. The the Instagram post is getting generated. The YouTube script is getting generated. So it might take some time for the YouTube post because the prompt is big, and I have not stored, as you must have seen, we have not stored the prompt in the prompt section, because if depends upon the section that you are creating this script for. So there are very different methods of creating the YouTube script, which you'll find it in that module. So as we can see, it has created it already. So let's just see it together, what the result it has come up with. So you get the LinkedIn posts, you get the Twitter post, you get your Facebook post, you get your Instagram post, and you get your script as well. So this script is a very short one because we were specifically aiming for short YouTube scripts. If you're speaking it in the LinkedIn Shorts as well, this is very useful for you guys that you don't need to. So what this basic template does is it creates a baseline for you. From there, you can make any kinds of changes in the brand voicing, whichever you want. So as you can see is like the LinkedIn content. The content is not that great because this is very generic. I have not applied your brand voice to it, and because these prompts are just specifically creating content which is very generic, and is giving you a very baseline so that you don't need to think on how to create and structure the content. You just need to think about what do I need to do it from here so that I make the best post for that platform and I get what I'm aiming for. So you can have the access to these prompts as well. So as you can see, you have all of the scripts, Instagram posts, Facebook, Twitter posts, LinkedIn posts in front of you. And the system is being completed, so you don't need to be worried about if there is any kind of error handling because these modules are specifically designed to handle any kinds of errors. So let's just go back to a ma- so what we did saw is we scraped all of the Reddit posts. We filter out the hot topics. We stored the idea in Google Sheets. We watched changes. We created content for Instagram, Facebook, X, YouTube script, and LinkedIn. We updated it in the Google Sheets. So all of the five formats are being done. So you don't need to worry about creating a baseline for every single one of them for different, and it is being generated on one single idea. Just keep in mind these guys, uh, mind guys, so that because when you have just a single idea, every single time your team needs to sit there, analyze what is the latest trending topic, how you guys are going to analyze it accordingly, how you guys going to make content from it. So this is the best thing you can do, is like you can have a system that is doing it for you, and you can have your human touch make changes from it after that. Like for example, if you don't like the format, like there is this poll time, and you can make any relevant changes whichever you want. So just for the sake of this video, let's just once again try it out for another one, which is a novel emergence of meta awareness in LLM fine tuning. So let's just go back. So what I'll do right now is I'll just turn on immediately active as the data is being arriving. Yes. So I have just turned on. I'll be deleting all of the old data, and right now I'll be clicking enter. Let's just go back. So you, as you can see, the new content is getting generated. So the best thing about this is like it will create content in the backend so that your team can just analyze in what it is correct, and you can just add your brand voice and make it tailored to yourself specifically. You don't need to worry about getting caught up in the formatting structure, so that if you are just busy formatting the right posts accordingly. So as you can see, the result is getting generated. So let's just go here. You can see the LinkedIn post has been generated, the Twitter post has been generated, your Instagram post has been generated. So which or other things are being getting done. So the your YouTube script is being prepared already, which is amazing in itself. As you can see, there is a dynamic structure where it fluctuates between generating and done, because for every single platform, it is informing you that where it is and what it is generating as of now. The Facebook is post has been done also. So so this is the whole system in front of you guys. So I'm pretty sure that this will really help you in creating or looking the solution that you guys were looking for. Because with when I was talking with a couple of agency owners, they told me about the specific problems they're facing with managing their content, creating content for specific platforms, and they were facing some kinds of difficulties in terms of structuring their content ideas accordingly. So I thought of sitting once back. I took off like 2 to 3 days as well, just to research on understanding like how will I be putting together this system. As you can see, I haven't posted for 2 to 3 days. So I built in this system. This is a dynamic structure, so that you will. It is like basically entering in a chat GPT, but having a different UI in front of you. So I'm sure you. So I'm just sure that you might like this. And if you have any kinds of changes for this system, just let me know as well. And for the ending part, so I am running my own AI agency. I am the founder and CEO of ExactFit AI. So what we do is we build these kinds of systems for businesses, so they save their most precious asset they have, which is time, and we work with them just to get a proper understanding of their business and give them proper AI solutions, which is best for specifically their business. It is not that every single AI tool is best for your business, but you need to be aware about these tools because they can be a very major relief for your business, because they help you save a lot of time, and it will just remove all of the repetitive tasks that you and your team is doing, so that you can just focus on getting these creative tasks done, and you will be as productive as you are in the first hour of your day, and you don't get stuck up in the race until the last hour of the day. So this was the whole video about it. If you want, I'll be attaching the Miro structure as well. You'll be getting the blueprints, which is this one, and the second one. I'll really appreciate if you will just point me out towards any changes that this system requires. It took me around a research of 2 to 3 days just to understand how these systems work and how I'll be putting together these systems. Because one of the prospects was also asking me about building these systems for them. So I'm sure this will be a very good case study in terms of how you guys will see it and analyze it accordingly. So if you like this video, just let me know down below that how these systems are valuable for your agency or your business. And I'll be reading down all of these comments and just be understanding that how AI is really structuring and placing itself in your business. If you have any doubts, just reach me out on LinkedIn as well.